Yes, this is where it all started, boys. Rockwall, Texas. This is where I first did my orientation at. Basically, yeah, some water coming all the way over here. Yeah, but this is where basically I did my orientation at. You know what I mean? That little room over there, that's where they do that drug test. Trailer parking over there. And that's the backing range over there. Mechanic shop. You know what I mean? It's very nice out here in Texas today too. You know what I mean? Temperature is probably like, feels like 70. You know what I mean? Not much sun out either. So it's just nice and cool. Yeah, so they rode me back to the terminal today because my home load, I'm supposed to pick up my home load. That's going down to Florida. Here. And then have it delivered. Crazy thing about that is I'm supposed to be home on the 29th. And now they're basically telling me I'm not going to be home until the 31st. When I noticed they were trying to route me somewhere else, so I asked them like, yo, what's going on? My home time coming up. You guys aren't routing me home. And they were basically like, oh, we're gonna send your driver manager a message and see if she can request a load for you to go home. I'm like, request a load? I've been out here for like 6 weeks. Almost 7 weeks now. And as soon as I get off my home time, that's when I put my next home time in. You know what I mean? So they have like 6 to 7 weeks to plan me out. Now they're basically telling me, oh, this is the best load they have. It leaves from, they're probably screwing some other driver just like they did me when when they took me off that load and routed me to Kansas and have me sit. That's basically what they're gonna do to this driver that has this load, because it's delivering in Alabama on the 31st. I'm supposed to be home from the 29th. Delivers the 31st in the morning. I ain't tripping. I told them as long as I'm home before 11 p.m. so I can be with my family for the New Year's, it ain't really matter to me, you know what I mean? And for every day they take to send me home, that's an extra day that I'm staying home, so I ain't even tripping. But that's what they basically told me. So I'm just waiting. They haven't given me an ETA as to what time the load's gonna be here. Send my 24 in. Texted them and told them that I'm here like an hour ago, and as usual nobody responds. So I just put a post strip in, and I'm basically sitting in 600 miles. You can do that in a day, and if it delivers on the 31st, you know what I mean, that's so technically I do have a little bit of time there, but it would be nice to know like an ETA of what's going on and how long it's going to take before this load gets here. You know what I mean? And as usual, you know the communication part about Transam, how that works. Feel me? But yeah, this is basically where it all started, Rockwall, Texas. It's crazy driving through these gates. I remember coming over here for the first time and looking at other drivers coming in and parking their trucks, and I was like, damn, when am I gonna be able to do that? Or you know, what's it gonna be like for me driving inside this terminal, parking my truck and all that. And it's been the first time since I've been back to this terminal location, you know. Basically like 5 months later. This is my first time back over here in Rockwall, Texas. So it's definitely a good feeling, you know what I mean, along the journey, coming along the journey, gaining the experience so far, you know what I mean. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I always say in my other videos, if you guys haven't subscribed as yet, go ahead and subscribe. And if you have any questions, or speaking of questions, some of you guys were asking me, saying you're coming on to Transam and worrying about the backing range if it's going to be difficult or what maneuvers you got to do. It's cakewalk. You know what I mean? Especially if you come to Rockwall. I can't make a video of the back range. They don't allow cell phones out here, but I'll go over there and show it to you guys right now, basically. But it's cakewalk, really. It's nothing difficult. Especially if you come to Rockwall, the backing range here is much easier than what they got in Kansas. You know what I mean? Kansas is a little bit more technical and a little bit more tighter, but it's nothing that that you're gonna fail at. They're not gonna send you home. I can guarantee you that they're not gonna send you home. They're gonna work with you until you get it. Because I know one person that deliberately wanted to go home. That was his whole gig. He was just jumping from companies to companies, taking the orientation pay. So he literally didn't want a job, and he literally told us, but he didn't tell the mentors. And he was in the batch of students that I was with. And so what he will do, he was like, oh, tomorrow I'm just gonna go out there and get out the truck and say, oh shucks, man, I can't get his old dude. You know what I mean? But that's everybody's hustle. So he was just there, and he was there for like 2 weeks, bro. Like, I went out with my trainer, came back, and he was still there, trying to get in. And I came in off the road with my trainer and did the backing range, and got in my truck, and he was still there. And long story short, a month and something later, I went back there, and I had seen the instructor, and I asked him what's up with that guy, and they were like, oh, eventually we sent him home after the 3rd week. He just wasn't getting it. But in my mind, I knew what the whole play was. He didn't want to get it, but they stuck it out with him for like 2.5 weeks, basically trying to show him the backing range. So they're not going to send you home unless you really, really want to go home. You know what I mean? So it's just, once you do the maneuvers, they let you do it twice, and once you do it twice, that's it. You go inside, you get your paperwork, they assign you your truck. You're not going to go out with no mentor, because they ain't got the mentor program no more. So you basically get your own truck, send your empty call in, and they probably let you meet your driver manager before you go in the truck and all that. And then they give you this little inspection paper where you go inspect the truck, write everything down on that thing, make no mistakes, take a video of what the truck looks like when you just get the truck and all that stuff. And then that's pretty much it. You get your own truck and you're on your way. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Any questions you got, just drop them down below, and I'll hit you guys up. Peace out.